Sheila Jamboroni. Amy Moskowitz looked at me like I had two heads. Why? Just because I wanted to change my name? When Mr. Ward took attendance this morning and got to me, I raised my hand and interrupted. Please don't call me Sheila, I said. I prefer Natalina, my Africana name. Excuse me, said Mr. Warren. I cleared my throat and spoke a little louder. Please call me Natalina from now on. Mr. Ward looked puzzled. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why would you... Never mind, Sheila. Just see me after class. I nodded. Deandra Jordan caught my eye and shook her head. Then she turned back to the charcoal portrait I saw her working on when she got to class. She slipped it into her notebook and shook her head again. I looked away just in time to catch Amy rolling her eyes in my direction. It was obvious she didn't understand, but since there are only 4 white people in this class, I was hoping for some support. So sue me. Africana name? Police! Ain't nothing African about Natalina, said Judy Ann, the girl behind me. We used to call her Short Skirt. I know one thing, her clothes fit her better than my name fits me. But try telling her that. Why don't you just keep the name your mama gave you? She said. Leave the girl alone, said Portia. If she wants to change her name, I'm sure she has a reason. People always have reasons for what they do, even if we don't know what they are. I know one thing, said Judy Ann. She can call herself whatever she wants. It still ain't gonna make her black. Tanisha shot her a look of disapproval. Judy Ann lowered her eyes. Sorry, she said, but it was too late. I knew someone would misunderstand. I'm proud to be an Italian. I love being Italian. Not that anybody can tell I am one with this blonde hair and pale skin of mine. Everybody else in my family looks typical. Olive complexion, dark hair, dark eyes. Then there's me, sticking out like the proverbial sore thumb. But hey, I might as well. I'm the black sheep anyway. The only girl in the family who wants a career instead of babies. The only cousin who likes to hang out with blacks and Latinos. The only one who doesn't think they're all lazy and shiftless. Never mind that they've been discriminated against and shoved to the bottom of the economic run since they've been here. Try telling that to my father. And don't even mention slavery. He throws his hands up and walks away. So of course he thinks I'm an idiot for wanting to go into social work to help minorities. He might understand better if he knew any. It's 10 years since David took over the neighborhood pizza parlor from Uncle Tony. You'd think by now he and my mother would have taken time to get to know most of their customers, not just the white ones. Maybe they're afraid to get too close to someone who might actually hug them. Heaven forbid. It seems the only Jamboroni willing to show affection is me. How weird is that? Some days I wake up wondering if I'm adopted. I try my life on like a dress, and it doesn't fit. I know this life is mine because the label has my name on it. But what kind of name is Sheila? It doesn't tell you who I am or where I came from. Sheila could be anybody. That's why I wanted something more Africana. Okay, so maybe Africana isn't the right word. But I definitely want something more ethnic. A name that tells a story, a name with roots. That's what I want people to understand. After English, I met with Mr. Ward and explained all of that, or enough of it to satisfy him anyway. Okay, he said. I'll see you tomorrow, Natalina. It was all I could do not to give him a hug. Open mic. What's in a Name by Natalina Jamboroni. When strangers meet, they hurry past, hello, and seek each other's designation. My name is blank. And who are you? Is the spade we sink into this foreign human soil to see what nuggets we can dig up, what history, what ethnic derivation, what concentration of cultural genes we can use to weigh and measure each other? Some will no doubt come up wanting, requiring a change of designation. Hello, my name is Natalina. Will that do? Tyrone. That classroom sounded like a tomb after she read. I'm sitting there studying the video camera, and I'm wondering what Sheila would think if she could hear herself on that tape, if she could watch those words coming out her own mouth. Judy Ann's right. There's something wrong with that girl. Hey, lots of peeps change their names. I ain't got no problem with that. Some have to. The names their folks gave them are such dogs. But that girl sounded like she wanted to change her race. What's that about? She feeling guilty because her family's got it good? I don't get it. but I'm going to leave that one alone. Hey, Mr. Ward, I said, what you planning to do with all them videotapes you're making? I'm going to keep them, maybe show them to my students next year to introduce them to the idea of open mic readings, if that's okay with you. Yeah, that works for me, I said. Just make sure you show them mine.